In this video we will address the topic of analysing staff performance in the carrying out of the tasks. Once again we're required to be logged in as supervisor, and we go to the analysis filter to choose those tasks we wish to analyse. Typically this would be done by date period, e.g. one may choose to look at the second month of the year 2012. Perform the find. That brings us up with the tasks for that month, and we can cancel the summary of counted warnings because we know from previous observation that none of the records are in fact faulty. Alternatively, we may wish to look at a particular date, so we can click in this date box here and choose a particular day or date that we may want to look at for whatever reason. For example, 14th of February, and we get the records for 14th of February. Or alternatively, we may want a date range, so we can click on New Find Request, and in the date range box we might go 1/2/2012 ... to signify a range, 14/2/2012. So when we perform find, we will get the records for the first 2 weeks of February. Again, we can cancel the summary as unnecessary. But typically we would look at a period of say a month or 2 months or perhaps 3 months. So we might go to New Find Request, month 1 ... 3 2012, and that would give us the first 3 months of the year. Alternatively, we may wish to look at a particular person, and to illustrate this function I will do a search on that basis. So under individual staff analysis we can click on the button here, and that gives us the choice, and we'll pick Catherine in this instance, and we can put in other criteria, in which case we'll make it the second month 2012, and when we perform the task we will then get all the records with which Catherine is associated. We can see that we have 125 records, and we'll just remember the word associated there because that will have some relevance in a moment. So to perform the analysis, all that's necessary is to click on the Begin Staff Analysis button, and Elaine exports all the records through to the Staff Reports file. In the Elaine file, each record is associated with a particular task, but you may recall that a task may have more than one staff member associated with it, 1, 2, 3 or 4. And so when we do go to the staff reports file, we can see that although we restricted it to Catherine and there were 125 tasks, in fact she was associated with other staff members on some of those tasks, and so they appear also in this record, and what we have is a total of 140 staff tasks, if you will. If we wanted to restrict it, we can in fact restrict it further in this file, should we so choose. And to click on the detail view to look at these tasks in more detail, we must first exit the preview mode to make this button accessible. Click on the detail view, and we can then see all the tasks in some detail. We can see that 2 of them were finished after deadlines, that Catherine himself put 5,760 minutes, her task time average was 109%, and her KPI grade average was 100. And so we can see that she was quite a good worker. And we can scroll down and look at the others. Anything which should be drawn to our attention may well be shown in yellow. So here we can see that she's over 130% of the allocated time, and where there are some notes they also get highlighted in yellow. So to further To further explore this function, we will now close this file and go back to the Elaine file, and we'll look at all the records, which is more likely to be the task one would want to do. New find, second month 2012. We perform the find and we get all the records for that month. Again, we can cancelize the summary warnings, and again we can begin staff analysis by clicking on the button. Elaine will then export those records to the staff reports file, and when those records are exported, we will take up further look at the staff reports in the next video.